How cool is this? Vivica A. Fox from Indianapolis joins us today. Welcome to the KJ Today Show, your place for the positive vibes of pop culture, people to know, and pets.
Good morning.
I don't know if our producer told you, but you are talking to Indianapolis.
My hometown. What's up, Naptown? Naptown finest in the house.
I'm KJ, and the other voice you're going to hear is my executive producer, Johna, who, just so you know, Vivica, because I know you're calling in to talk about the Interrogation Room, and you are a big true crime fan. I am terrified of all of this stuff, but Johna is your girl. She is the one that is going to want to watch this show with you. So tell us about it.
The Interrogation Room, hosted by your girl, Vivica A. Fox. If you are a fan of the true crime genre, you're going to want to check out this new show. As I said, it's the Interrogation Room, hosted by me. And what we do, we have 10 episodes that are dropping. We take you inside of the Interrogation Room that you'll get to see very skilled investigators get a confession out of the criminals and to learn their tactics. And then with me hosting it, I give you a little bit of a sister element added to it, so it's different and it's original.
I'm going to let Johna ask all the questions because the entire time you're talking, Vivica, her face is like, ooh.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I was a fan of Dateline, 48 Hours, John Walsh, hosting the show, remember his son, Adam?
Yes.
Unfortunately went missing. Yeah, so if you love that genre, you're going to really like the Interrogation Room. I got to tape it in London, and it was a wonderful experience for me that I hope you guys will enjoy all 10 episodes.
Oh, man, I can't wait. Now I'm sad that they're only releasing one episode at a time.
Oh, just come back every Saturday, a new one.
Oh, I absolutely will. Vivica, I just want you to know that I'm going to fangirl for a second. I'm such a huge fan of yours. I've seen most everything you've been in, especially your Christmas movies and Two Can Play That Game, all of that stuff. I love all of those things. Thank
you. I mean, I have been doing this for a while, so I'm glad that you mentioned some of my classics.
Oh, man. They're my go-to movies when I'm feeling sad. I'm I'm going to watch Two Can Play That Game. This is my favorite movie.
Did you learn anything from it?
I did. Not to play games.
Speaking of classics, Vivica, I always like to go to our fans and say, hey, this is who we're having on. What questions do you have? And obviously being from Indianapolis, everyone was like, oh my gosh, ask her this. First fan question, if you don't mind, Jesse said, watching Independence Day is a part of our family 4th of July tradition. Can you ask her about working on a movie that's become such a timeless part of pop culture?
Gosh, you're right. I am always a part of the 4th of July with Independence Day. I love it. I really do. It just warms my heart. I feel like, wow, this young girl from Indianapolis, Indiana, in search of a dream is living it out beyond her wildest expectation. And trust me, every 4th of July, people hit me on Twitter. I'll be watching you today. I like the first movie better than the second one, but I love you, and it's part of our family. So I'm always in everyone's home on the 4th of July.
You are. And, being from Indianapolis, Clay was one of several people who, asked, when did you realize, being here in the Midwest, you're so far away from, Hollywood and auditions and things like that. When did you realize, what, I can do this?
Wow. I've always been type A personality, to be honest with you. Growing up in Indiana, I played basketball, volleyball, track, and I was a cheerleader. So I've always been kind of like a go-getter, that I was like, when I decided to do it, that I was going to make it. I remember having 3-4 auditions a day. I just believed in myself. And in the meantime, I did keep a job. So I didn't go broke. I used to wait on tables or work at a bookstore. But it was just the determination that I was going to make it, that I never gave up on myself. And I wanted to make my family proud and make Indianapolis proud. But when I knew I had made it was when I got out of the limo that night for the premiere of Two Can Play That Game. And it said, starring Vivica A. Fox.
What a cool moment.
It was, and I made sure that I took the time to take it in, because I had other premieres that it was like the night would happen and it was so much happening with the red carpet and taking pictures and doing interviews that the next morning I wake up and go, wow, oh my God, I just had a movie premiere last night. Or, we just hosted or premiered a television show, that I wouldn't take the time to smell the roses and take it in. But that night, for Two Can Play That Game, I remember I was like, look, stop. Did it, kid. You did it.
Gosh, and I think that's so important, no matter what you're doing, right? We go so fast now that we don't take that moment to just take it in, just really appreciate like, hey, I'm here.
Yes, exactly. I mean, listen, I've been doing this for over 3 decades, and I just was always so busy that I was on that treadmill of success that happens to a lot of young actors. And that's one thing that I tell young actors, like, that when you're working so much, take the time to smell the roses. Don't get so caught up in this that you're after the next hit that you don't take the time to pat yourself on the back and say, good job, kid. Enjoy it for a moment and then move on.
Well, and with everything that you've done, what was your moment that you were like, you know what? I binge all this true crime stuff. I'm into it. I'm going to go make my own show about it.
Well, to be honest with you, the opportunity kind of fell in my lap. I mean, I wish I could say that I created the show, but Film Rise did. And I got to go over to London to film it, 10 episodes. I had a female director, Kate, which was wonderful. So we put a female element on the true crime genre as far as hosting it. And then also what was great is that they trusted me as an actress and a host, that sometimes some of the dialogue, I was like, you guys, that's not how we talk, but they worked with me. They trusted me. No, it was just, they sometimes pronounce things a little bit differently. Then I had to put a little hood in there, a little naptown on it and make it my own. And they were like, oh, that sounds great.
I love it. Okay, Vivica, this is going to be possibly the weirdest question of your day. But I work here in Indianapolis on Pet Pals TV as well. I'm the kitty correspondent. And Liz wanted me, she said, since you love cats, KJ, you've got to ask her about Cool Cat. We found it on Tubi and it's great lessons for kids. Also stars Eric Estrada. How did she get involved with Cool Cat?
I met the gentleman who has the Cool Cat books, and he just brought it and presented it to me. I think I was at like a Comic-Con or autograph signing thingy. And I was like, oh, that sounds really good. And I have 6 godchildren. And what I loved more than anything else was the message about bullying and things like that. And then I got a chance to work with legend Eric Estrada with his fine self. And working alongside him, it was a win-win situation. We got to talk to kids about bullying. I got to work with Eric, and we did a couple of them.
What a cool experience to be able to, work with Eric Estrada, but also be able to bring, important messages to kids and, with bullying and all of the different themes that Cool Cat works through. I wanted to talk about your work as far as giving back, because I know that you have been back to Indianapolis many times, specifically for charity work. So let's talk about some of the things that are important to you and why coming home to Indianapolis to do good work matters.
Well, I believe in giving back to where it all started. I'm very grateful and very proud that I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I mean, we've got some real famous people that have come from Indianapolis, like my buddy Mike Epps, Babyface, David Letterman, and we just make sure that we do our best to represent Naptown's finest. I love that I'm from the Midwest. Midwest does it best. I believe that, we're raised with good morals, good Christian morals at that. My mom raised me across the street from the church. And so I always love to come back home. Usually when I come home, it's for Thanksgiving or for, like you said, a charity event. I love going to the Pacer games. Last year I got to, what's the thing where you roll? It was like a Indy 500 car. They rolled me out and I did some big thing. Everybody was like, oh my God.
That's right.
Yes, I did that last year. And you guys are just always so supportive and proud of me. And I'm just going to do my best to continue to represent and make y'all even more prouder. I've got so many wonderful projects that are coming out besides the Interrogation Room. I directed a film called The First Lady of Black Mafia Family. That's going to be coming out in October. So I'm directing. I've got a couple of Christmas movies coming out for you all on Lifetime. And then I have another project that I just finished up with Jussie Smollett. The Vivica Fox hair collection is doing great. So, honey, I'm bringing y'all some great wigs and all that stuff. Matter of fact, we got a contest going on right now. Go to VivicaFoxHair.com and you can enter our Cap Do contest. So your girl is working and continuing to make y'all proud.
Oh my gosh, we are so proud. Vivica, you're welcome here on the KJ Today Show anytime. And we will be watching the Interrogation Room with you. Thank you so much. Best of luck with everything that you're doing and keep making us all so proud here in Indianapolis.
You better believe it. And I just want to send a shout out to all my family there in Indianapolis, from my mama. Hey, mama. Sade, Shuggy, Sandy, all my family there in Naptown, Tina, everybody. Hey, y'all, hey.
I love it. Thanks, Vivica. Have a great day.
Well, all right, darling. Appreciate the love and support.
Thanks for joining us for another celebrity interview. Of course, the KJ Today Show isn't just about talking to celebs. It's about hanging out with you. Join us live on Wednesday nights for pop culture, people to know, and pets. The KJ Today Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch live Wednesday nights at 7.